mates, it is an absolute pleasure to have you once again on my channel. If this is your first time checking out my channel, please do consider subscribing, because on this channel I teach you how to do simple DIY fashion right there in the comfort of your home. Today will be a very quick one. Today I will be teaching you how to achieve a lantern sleeve. So here I have my basic sleeve pattern. If you do not know how I achieve this pattern, I'm gonna put a link in the description box where you'll be able to find the video that I did showing you how to achieve your sleeve. So the first thing you're going to do is that you're going to open your sleeve, okay? And if you notice, because the paper made a crease, all right? So what you're going to do is determine where on your lantern sleeve you want the fullness, okay? It could be around your arm, it could be around your elbow, but you decide wherever you want the fullness of your sleeve to be. In this case, I'm going to make my sleeve to be around 16 or 15 and a half inches. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to, this is unfold now, but I'm going to open it up because I want it to be the same. So I'm going to draw a line, and on my paper it made the same indentation, so I'm just going to trace it here to get a straight line across, okay? So once you have this, what you're going to do is that you're going to divide your sleeve in sections. So I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to just divide my sleeve in sections. It doesn't really matter how many sections you have, just make it as even as possible. So I'm just using the length of my ruler as a guide. My ruler is about 2 inches or 2.5 inches wide, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'm sectioning my sleeve, okay? So after you've made your sections, you are going to label them, okay? This is very important, so I'm going to label this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. You could use numbers if you want. I'm going to label the same thing on the upper part: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cut this through. I'm going to cut it here. Okay. And what you're going to do, you're going to slash these open, because we're going to do the slash and spread method. So I'm slashing these, but you're not cutting them all the way out. You're going to stop a little at the edge, just wide enough so that you could spread it and it will not leave a gaping. Don't cut it all the way out, okay? So what you're going to do, you're going to draw a straight line as a guide. So before you start spreading it, you're going to draw a straight line as your guide, okay? So this would be my straight line, and I'm going to use this as a guide to know how I spread, because I want it to be as evenly done as possible. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my paper, be very careful now, and the middle of it, I'm going to put it right here on my paper, okay? I'm going to put it right here on my paper, and I'm going to pin it down like this. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to start spreading it. I'm gonna start spreading it. I'm just gonna give it maybe 2 inches apart because I don't want it to be too wide and then it consumes a lot of fabric. So 2 inches is fine. Don't want it too wide. You could spread yours wider if you have the amount of fabric. I'm just giving you the concept. So I'm gonna put this there. Okay, so here you have the upper part being spread, and what you're going to do, you're just going to go ahead and retrace these lines. Okay, you could use your French curve. Okay, and you're gonna redraw. From the bottom to the top, so I'm gonna add half an inch. Half an inch all. Okay, so that would be the top half, and you know this is going to be the front. Let me put front, and I'm putting back here. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to cut this out, but before you cut it out, you have to do the bottom of this. So I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna slash my other half. Okay, first thing you have to do, since this is the center, I'm gonna draw the line to indicate it. This is my center. Let me just move this one out the way, because we know that all we need to know on this paper is that we have spread it 2 inches apart. The only difference is this in the middle, which is 3 inches apart, the one in the middle, D and E. So I can move this out the way and concentrate on this one. Okay, so D and E will go here. This is the center. Okay, D and E will go in the middle. Get your ruler, 1.5 inch apart. But here, guys, here. Okay, and you're going to take these down. Okay, right, and then 2 inches onwards. Okay, this is what we have after we spread it 2 inches apart. As I said, you can choose to do how many inches you want to do, but I choose to do 2 inches apart. It's not a set rule. You do whatever you want, okay? Then remember to add your 1/2 inch seam allowance. Just gonna eyeball mine. What you're going to do now is cut it out. Okay, soulmate, so this is what you're supposed to have up to this point. This is the pattern for the sleeve. So what you will do when you are going to sew it, A will go to A, so you're gonna cut it like this on your fabric, and A will go to A, B, C, and you'll do it all the way around till you get to H. And you should have the same measurement on this area. Okay, so I'm gonna put my pattern away safely so that if I'm making a dress that suits this style, then I'll have my pattern. So if you find this video helpful, do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to turn on the post notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. Until we meet again, I will see you in my next video. Bye.